fluff, no bullshit.
Hey there, guys. This is iced tea. I don't want anybody mistaking this for an alcohol drink because I'll not be drinking anytime soon. I'm promising this to all of you that are watching this. I'm just back from a trip to the underworld. It's been a trip full of drinking and booze, and I really need some time to get myself back to where I want to be. So I've even decided that this Monday, what date is it going to be? I don't know, probably 13th, 14th, 15th of August. I'm starting my next 75 hard. So boys here, you good with this? You coming? Yeah. All right. Okay. So half of the office is starting it with me this time. You motherfuckers better be starting it with me. All right. So anyway, yeah, no drinking for at least 75 days. And I think I need some more after that, actually, because I've done my drinks for probably the next year as well. I mean, it was really heavy. John, if you're watching this, you know what we did, motherfucker. You know what we did. You know how we did it, all right? Anyway, so today I'm going to, by the way, me and the boys just had a conversation here, and, they're telling me this is not really a podcast because it's like me talking to myself. It's more like a vlog. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I'm really trying to make a podcast here, and I'll probably get somebody in so we can make this a discussion about the things that I'm talking about because, I get carried away with my own bullshitting and, not every time turns into a great episode. So I'll try and get somebody in here, and I'm going to try and get more people involved in this. So there's more people talking with me in this, and I'm listening, which is going to be a challenge for me. Let me tell you this much. I'm very hard at listening, and this is something that I want to change. By the way, don't take me for an ignorant fuck that just wants to talk. I do want to change, so I'll drink to that. Ooh, it is iced tea, by the way. Don't let the faces fool you. Right. So today I want to elaborate a little more on something that we talked a few episodes back, and it's like starting whatever you're thinking about instead of just waiting for the best moment or whatever it is, or thinking on it too much. And back in that episode, the main point that I was making was that shit does not get easier. A lot of people say oh my God, it was so much easier 2 years ago. It's going to be so hard now. Well, let me tell you, motherfuckers, if you start now, it's going to be 2 years easier than 2 years from now. So that's the point that I was trying to make. What I want to do here is, because this is something I found, I thought about it after I did this episode that I was telling you about. I tried to dig deeper, where does this mentality come from? Why do we procrastinate? Why do we wait to get things perfect? Or why do we let things settle down in time until we do something? And I remember my granddad was telling me this, it's like a saying that says, you measure 100 times and you cut once, and that's how you do it. Well, maybe that's how it was back in the day, whenever everything was fucking stable and nothing was going on. But fucking try and measure 100 times now. 50 people are going to cut before you, and you're going to end up being the 50th in line for whatever the fuck you were measuring. So this, again, is what I'm trying to say here. This mentality is not going to get you far these days. It might have gotten you far before, whenever nothing was fucking happening. But right now, shit is very difficult. You got to be fast. Fast is one of the key factors that you need to be working on. You need to be fast in order to get things done. Because before, measure 100 times, cut once, make sure you cut it in the right place, blah, blah, blah. Fuck this shit. That shit don't work anymore. So I know that I'm probably a little bit more hasty than most of you. I make decisions in a millisecond, but they're not always the right decisions. A lot of them are mistakes. But guess what? Mistakes are what you actually learn from. Mistakes are what takes you to the next level. It's not like I got friends that, you know, they fucking nailed it from the first time, all right? Like they started some fucking business, and it was like the right alignment of stars for this fucking shit. So they did great. You know, like they did a business, they made $1 million fucking bucks out of their idea, and it was great. But you know what? That put them on a very different path from what I've been on. And that path in the long term ended up to be worse than the path that I took. Like me getting slapped around and making bad decisions and like learning my way up the ladder put me on a path which in the long term proved to be, and to be honest, like at the time I was so like envious. I was like, man, these motherfuckers, they have it so easy. They nailed it the first time. I'm always fucking going the wrong way. I'm never doing shit right. But you know what that actually did to them is it got them so cocky. They thought that they were so fucking smart and so fucking good at the business that they're in. So at some point they started going into different businesses. You know, they started trying new shit out. But because the business that they didn't really teach them nothing, because they nailed it from the first time, being more lucky than actually achieving something, they failed at so many other shit afterwards just because they thought they knew how shit is done. Just because they got so cocky from this first, you know, achievement that they had, because they didn't learn shit. Because you don't learn shit from success. You learn shit whenever you fail. And your failures are what's going to build you up. So the sooner you start fucking cutting instead of measuring, the sooner you're going to be starting to make mistakes. Right now, for instance, like I'm building this business up now. Hey guys, can you throw me a bottle of the Nano Shield? I want to give them a couple of words about that. Throw it. Yeah. Boom. All right. So, oh shit. This is the old, anyway. That's what the product, fucking leave it. That's what the product looks like, okay? We perfected this formula. This is a ceramic graphene car coating solution. You know, you spray that on your car, you swipe it with a microfiber, and you put on a nice coating that sort of leaves your car nice and shiny, and it's like water repellent. It protects it from UV rays. It protects it from salt in the winter. It protects it from harmful chemicals in the car washes, you know, sand and rocks flying out of the cars in front of you. It's a really good product. But we spent such a long time perfecting this product that, you know, until we put it out on the market, we, like right now, what's happening is blowing my mind. I'll tell you, I'll try and be like, I'll try and tell you step by step. So we put this product out in the market. We are running it through a company of a very good friend of mine, Dave Stellato and Jordan Roban. We're running like affiliate marketing for it, and it's going great. We are just about 30 days into launching this product, and we've already sold about 4,000 pieces of it. So it's doing very well. But if we started it 2 years ago, we would have been so much further along. We would have been crushing it by now. And right now, we got the following problems. Like right now, we see that the boxes that we did for this product are, for instance, are too small to fit like a few pieces, because we want to do like different bundles right now. We see that we could have done so many things better, but because we tried perfecting it and we didn't actually start selling it, we tried to come up with every problem, every solution of every problem before even having it. But guess what? You're never going to have that. You're always going to have problems. You're always going to need to figure out stuff, and the best way to start figuring stuff out is to have the problems in your face, because you're never going to be able to see every single problem from before that. Just launch it, start it, and then start solving. Like right now, we have logistic problems, we have problems with the packaging, we have problems with the labels, with the bottles. But if we started earlier, all of this would have been sorted, and by now we would have dominated the market. But because we tried to perfect everything before we started, here we are now, and you know, now we're gonna have to solve this one at a time as we're going, which would have been great if we started. We were very had this all solved. So I saw, by the way, a quote on somewhere on Instagram. I don't remember where, but the quote said that perfectionism is the mask of insecurity. And that's exactly what it is. Like, my fear of failure is what's been holding me back from launching this product, because I had it ready. Like, the way that you see it right now, I had it ready 2 years ago. So my perfectionism and trying to get everything perfect is actually my fear of failing. Me not starting it up to this point was what's kept me just trying to perfect everything and have something up front. I told you, I think I told you the story. Did I tell them the story about the fidget spinners? I did, didn't I? Like, it's the same thing. I've been making this mistake over and over again. So the story about the fidget spinners, if you guys didn't hear it, I'll cut the short story. Like, I knew about fidget spinners long before most of the guys make millions of them. You know, I was going to China twice every year. I stayed there for a month, like in the beginning of the year and the end of the year. And I was going around checking out the new cool stuff. And I found these fidget spinners long before they got popular. And I knew that these are cool things. And I started getting it. I started perfecting it, you know. I was trying to make it a little bit more red, a little bit more not like with that kind of sound, a little more flippy, a little more better on the fingers, bullshit, while other guys just took what the factories already had to offer, started selling them, and made millions. And before I came out with my perfect fidget spinner, the trend was over. Everybody had moved on to the next thing. And I had to, you know, a fidget spinner to stick up my ass because nobody wanted to buy fidget spinners anymore. So the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell you here twice, because I've really been suffering from this, and I really want to pass this on to you guys so you don't make the same mistake as me, is fucking pull the trigger. Whatever you got in your hands, whatever your idea is. I mean, I know I told you, first of all, you need to validate the product. I mean, I validated this. I validated the fidget spinner before. Don't just like pull the trigger prematurely. But if you know you have a product that you want to start selling, don't hide behind the mask of perfectionism, because this is the mask of insecurity. You're just trying to keep away from failure. But that failure is what is going to teach you the needed lessons to move on and to be faster and quicker and more agile with your new product and your new brand. So my advice to you is, do not procrastinate. Do not wait. Just fucking pull the trigger and let it rip. So that's all, folks. This is it for today. I hope you like this one. And if you want to, shoot me down a comment or something, tell me, give me an idea of what you want to hear or what you want me to talk about. Like, I've got plenty of fucking stories, so just let me know and we'll get it done.